Shalom, 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 Brother Randy here. Wanted to do a quick update. It has been a long day and it is hot out here. But wanted to give a quick update on what's going on with the rainwater catchment as well as the greenhouse and the fall planting. Basically, there was a lot of problems with drainage. So what I was able to do is get this pipe and I ran it all the way down the side of the house so that all of the water that comes in this area, it now brings it right out to the house into the field. Okay, so I was able to solve that problem with the downspouts. And when it comes to the rainwater catchment, what I did is I extended the gutter system all the way to the other end. Put a better rig on here and put some covering over the tote so that no algae or nothing grows in it. And then I also rigged up a system as to where both of them are attached, so they'll attach all together. And this will give me about probably this 3 to 250, about over probably 600 gallons of water. And then I attached a attachment hose that is going to go directly into the greenhouse, and I'll show what's going on in there. I have to go around to the other side, but the idea is to get some clean rainwater into the greenhouse and use that to fertilize and use that for a slow drip irrigation system in addition to the water supply that I have. Now we have well water here and 3 different access, four different access points. So we're able to get water into the greenhouse as well. But it's very hot in here. It's very hard to work in here. You have to finish early in the morning in order to get something like this done. But here we have what I was able to do was for the fall, I'm going to plant this entire area using the black plastic and a drip irrigation system. This entire area has been tilled very nicely, and nutrients have constantly been added into this area. I have some tomato plants that I'm going to transplant into the system, and I have a couple other seedlings going. But on this bed right here, I have spinach, collard greens, Swiss chard, as well as some mustard greens we're going to grow in this area. And basically what you see is the hose coming from the rainwater catchment system, and it's going into these buckets. Now, what's in these buckets? Sheep shit, goat shit, and chicken shit. And basically what I'm able to do is fill up these buckets and put water in it. And this will act as the fertilizer system that I'm going to use to put the fertilizer into the ground. And I'm going to use this one right here, which I can attach, and it'll fill up the rainwater. So as the rain comes down, it'll fill this I think it's a 330 gallon and 275 gallon tote up. And the reason why it's able to do this is because this area is lower than the totes that are over here. So by the natural use of gravity, I'll be able to fill up this 275 gallon rainwater tote, attach another hose to it to a drip irrigation system, and just let the water, the nutrient rich fertilizer water that I'm going to put in there, drip into the system. And that's just how it's going to go. And be it the Father's will, we'll have a good fall planting here. And it is still hot. And one of the other things I'm doing is I'm keeping here is the little chicks now. And that's another update right there. I have probably about 8 to 10 baby chicks running around here. I don't know where they are right now. I think they're over here somewhere. But there go one of them. No, 2 of them. So those chicks are constantly being hatched out by what do you call them? The chickens that are in the chicken coop, and they're constantly just throwing out chicks. So what I do is I just keep them in here, and until they're large enough to move outside. But as you see, they're digging around and adding additional nutrients to the ground as well. So a couple of different things going on, all without any money. I'm big on getting the job done with spending as little to no money as possible, and so this is going to be able to yield some good nutrient-rich crops without having to spend any herbicides or pesticides or fertilizers, and I can make everything that I need right here on the land, as well as you see, hatching out chicks. And I figure it's going to take about 12 to 15 to hatch out every year in order just to replenish the layers that I currently have, and we're getting plenty of eggs and getting a process like that going. What I want to do is cordon off a little area in here with some chicken fence so that they can continue to pluck in here and fertilize in here and keep them in a closed area in here. So a couple of different things going on, but it's all going to work very nicely together with the rainwater catchment coming into the drip irrigation, the fertilizer system, using what we have and what we produce on the land to produce what we need for the land. 100% natural, organic, not using any of that stuff that they buy, that you buy in the store. So things are going very well. We're just going to keep after it. It's hot in here. I mean, I can tell the difference when you walk out. I suppose when you're in here, the humidity is intense in here. And so that's what's going on with the greenhouse. And the only thing that I have to do, that I'm waiting for the company, the rental company, is to rent a lift so I can cut this tree down. I should have cut it down before I put up the greenhouse, but the beautiful thing about this is that the orientation and the lens, it's not going to cause a problem. I just have to rent the lift and get up there and cut off the limbs. And this is an oak tree, and it'll create a lot of good firewood this year. I mean, we just have, as you see, we have plenty of firewood, but it's not going to hurt to have some more and build up some more over there. So basically, we were able to take down this area right here, the fencing, and in preparation for the lift to cut this big oak tree down. But just to preserve the greenhouse and to make sure that there's no limbs falling on it. And there's another limb over there that's reaching over a little bit that has to be cut down. But as soon as the rental company calls me up to pick up the lift, I'll go ahead and get the lift and go ahead and get this tree cut down and just like shave it off from the top, and then cut up the rest of this stuff, because that's gonna make some good firewood. But yeah, real hot out here, getting after it, getting it done. It's nothing like progress. Shalom.